In just 45 years, the UAE has changed so much. It has achieved milestone after milestone. Not to mention that entrepreneurship is a core strength in this community. A community that is so strong with traditions and the spirit of togetherness. But it's the pride of the people which is the absolute essence of UAE. And alhamdulillah, I'm proud to say that Ajmal has been a part of the UAE, of the people, and the essence of pride since 1976. We've been part of this community since that time for over 40 years, and now it is time we take this relationship of pride even further and make it more stronger.
من صغرنا والعطور جزء من ثقافتنا وحياتنا اليومية، ولهذا السبب فكرت اني اطلق عطر مميز ومختلف، وما حصلت افضل من اجمل اني اشاركهم هالفكرة.
So in November 2014, Rashid walks into Ajmal to see me about this idea. It wasn't just a brilliant concept, it was an amazing initiative, I thought, to create a fragrance that was steeped in Emirati traditions and yet new and modern in spirit, just like the young Emiratis. The journey had just begun. The original idea behind this initiative was to collaborate with the Emirati community. That's when Rashid suggested to have a panel of dynamic Emiratis, ones who are keen and creative, whose minds could work with Ajmal from concept to development to launch. And that's when the foundation meeting happened.
It is amazing what something of value in opinion.
You could say that the seeds were sown at this first meeting of minds. The mission seemed simple, but it was actually ambitious. It was to create UAE's first fragrance that was made by the young Emiratis for the young Emirati community. It was the first step towards 21 long months of a process of continual creation.
الإماراتيين أذواقهم متنوعة، فأكبر تحدي بالنسبة لي كان إني أحصل المقادير اللي تعيبهم. كمحب وهاوي للطبخ اقترحت المكونات اللي نحبها مثل الزعفران، الهال والقهوة. أيضا اقترحت عليكم المكونات المميزة مثل المسك وخشب الصندل. البداية كانت صعبة، لكن في النهاية وصلنا للوصفة الأخيرة وحلينا اللغز.
But what would we name this unique fragrance? We went through hundreds of names. But then we realized is that Emiratis possess a distinctive rhythm, something that is innate within the way the community embraces life. We selected Qafiya. The rhythm. This name made perfect sense. It was now time to give Qafiya a life of its own. So the team worked with Nuha, a young and talented Emirati designer.
I designed the logo of Qafiya, its visual identity and its primary and secondary packaging. What I wanted was to make the design breathe with the fabric of the Emiratis. So I made the cap of the bottle out of wood, shaping it to resemble the dhow, the very symbol of the UAE. The secondary packaging was made using a light brown recycled cardboard to reflect the color of the 7 sands of the Emirates.
The most challenging part of the journey was now ahead of us. It was the final selection of the fragrances. The Emirati panelists were clear that Qafiya should be 2 fragrances, both unisex, but with a twist. One needed to appeal for the day, and the other had to be perfect for the evening. Literally hundreds of samples were created and tested. After almost 6 months of continuous evolution, the final 2 fragrances were shortlisted. The final decision was made on 2 important parameters. Is Qafiya distinctively different? And is Qafiya a unique scent never smelled before by the Emiratis? We had a definitive answer at the end of this process. The final fragrance of Emirati pride, Ajmal Qafiya, was now born. After hundreds of trials, we finally came down to 2 references that we thought truly had the spirit of Qafiya. The fragrance then went into production in our facility in Al Quoz, Dubai. An idea that was born in November 2014 was now finally shaping up as the fragrance of community collaboration. The rhythm of Ajmal Qafiya now resonated everywhere. Alhamdulillah, to our great pride, The Qafiya initiative reached its zenith on 22nd September when our CEO, Mr. Emirati Ajmal, presented the first Qafiya fragrances to Rashid and the Emirati team behind this project. And of course, Team Ajmal was there too. The dream was finally fulfilled. The journey that took 21 long months had reached a successful end. But in reality, this was just the beginning. This is the story of Qafiya, a story of unique rhythm and evocative experience. A story of young Emiratis who poured their minds, hearts, and souls for 21 long months into creating a fragrance. A story of a brand like Ajmal collaborating with the local community to give an amazing opportunity to the talents and imagination. A story we want each and every one of you to experience. Qafiya, the essence of pride, the essence of being Emirati.